Hello, welcome. I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Loves Books and Movies. And today I thought I would finally do the Christmas music tag. I was waiting to kind of do it closer to Christmas. And this was created by Daniela at Uncommon Books and Reney at Beyond Books. First up, Joy to the World, a book that brings you so much joy you wish the whole world would read it. All right, hold on. I totally forgot to grab that one. All right, I'm back. Just forgot to grab it. Tough Broad. From boogie boarding to wing walking, how an outdoor adventure improves our lives as we age. This is just a book full of different stories of older women doing outdoorsy things, and most of them didn't start doing the things until they were older. So I love the story in here of the ladies that boogie board every week. Absolutely one of my favorite stories of the year. That one section. So that's everybody read this book. Okay. That's Joy. Second, Let It Snow. A book that takes place in a snowy, cold environment. I picked Iron Lake, the first William Kent Kruger Cork O'Connor novel. This takes place, there's a blizzard. It's winter in northern Minnesota. It's pretty cold and snowy. There's a snowmobile chase, a blizzard, there's skiing. All of winter in this book. Next up, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. A book with a mean character or one you just don't like. Okay, this is a don't like, and don't like very much at all. Hate is a strong word, but this is my sister the serial killer, and this is the serial killer sister that I do not like very much. She is it's not just that she's a serial killer. Obviously, serial killers are bad. But she's the book describes her as, very beautiful, one of the most beautiful women anyone people have seen. She's like an Instagram influencer. And so, she's killing all these men that she's dating. And, bad, obviously. You shouldn't like that. But she makes her sister deal with it all. And her sister just does it. And she's clueless. I mean, not clueless, but she's just so narcissistic and doesn't have any sort of clue of how, her serial killing is affecting her sister. And it drives me crazy the whole time. Okay, so, my sister the serial killer. The serial killer sister. Don't like her. All right. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. A book releasing soon that you can't wait to read. Well, this isn't coming out. I couldn't really think of anything soon, whatever soon means. But for me, it's called Family and Other Calamities by Leslie Gray Streeter. It's coming out in May. When I used to live in South Florida, she wrote for the Palm Beach Post and wrote a column the pop culture, goings on column, and I loved her columns. A while back, when she lost her husband suddenly, so she wrote a book called Black Widow about that experience, and I loved that book. And this is her first novel, so I'm very much looking forward to it, and that comes out in May. Next up, 12 Days of Christmas, a book of short stories. I couldn't really think of any fictional short stories, but I really love all these. This one happens to be the Best American Food Writing. I love all these. I love the Best American Sports Writing. There's travel writing. I love these books and all the little stories and art that are in them. So that's what I pick. Next up, The Little Drummer Boy, a book that brings back childhood memories. I picked The best Christmas pageant ever. Now, I read this when, I don't know, I was a kid, maybe third or fourth grade. And there is a movie this year that came out, and I did not see it yet. But, and then I kept thinking, didn't they already make this a movie? And apparently it was a TV movie in 1983, and that's what I was thinking of. But anyway, it's a story about a bunch of hooligan kids. They show up at church at Sunday school just in time to get picked for to be the kids in the Christmas pageant. You know, hijinks ensue. You know, everybody learns a lesson, a Christmas lesson. You know, it's just one of those cute, sappy little kids' Christmas books. Next up, Deck the Halls, a book that has a party scene or takes place during a holiday. And this I just finished, Christmas at Glitter Peak Lodge. This takes place in Norway at a hotel. The hotel is owned by in a family for a long time, and she comes home from a tragedy to take over for her grandmother who has been running the hotel. And this is actually designed to be read as an advent calendar, and the book takes place from December 1st through the 24th. And it's just in the hotel, they have different parties, you know, seasonally appropriate parties, and they talk about, you know, the baking, and then eventually a Christmas party with everyone, and then Christmas Eve, and it just, you know, parties, Christmas, winter, Norway. It's a pretty good book. Stay tuned for my December wrap-up for more about that. All right. Frosty the Snowman, a book with a character who is cold and calculating. From Colored Television, the producer that Jane hooks up with and tries to do like the they're you know, writing a pilot and developing a TV series. Anyway, the producer, quite cold and calculating, and I'm not going to say much why because that would spoil the book, but like many Hollywood producers, very cold and calculating. All right, next up, bonus, memory or holiday tradition to share. When I was a little kid, I'm thinking I was under 10, so maybe like 7 or 8. My small town, you know, they have their like holiday lights, and back then I think that like the lights on the like light poles and stuff like that, they came on by themselves, but the lights that went, you know, from one side of the street to the other over Main Street, they had to be, back then they had to be flipped on by them, you know, they had to be manually flipped on and off every night. So one Christmas Eve when I was about 7 or 8, we were downtown for something, I don't remember what, and my dad was like friends with one of the guys who worked for the utility company whose job it was to turn them on every night. And we ran into him, and he was turning them on. It was Christmas Eve, and he let me flip the switch and turn on the lights on Christmas Eve. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No, I did. It was kind of cute and fun, and I remember my dad saying, "You'll be able to tell the story that you got to turn the lights on Christmas Eve." Yeah, so that's my Christmas memory. All right, thanks for watching. Oh, sorry. If you still haven't done this yet and you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.